In a large shopping centre recently, Max and Min were window shopping on level 1 when they decided to take a lift to level 3 where the cinema was. Beside the closed lift doors was a sign. Maximum 16 persons in lift. This meant that 16 people was the most that was allowed in the lift at any time. The twins counted 7 more people waiting for their lift with them. "So Max," said Min, "for all 9 of us here to get into the lift when it comes, how many people can there already be in it when it arrives?" Max imagined a sum in his mind. What plus 9 equals 16? While he was thinking that, Min imagined in her mind the same sum but arranged in a different way. 16 minus 9 equals what? The twins answered each other at exactly the same time. 7. There could be no more than 7 people in the lift when it comes, or we can't all get in. Luckily, when the lift came up from below, there were only 4 people in it, so they all piled in, making a total of 13 people in the lift as the doors closed and it started to move up. At level 2, the doors opened again and 3 people got out, so now there were 10 inside the lift. There were a lot of people waiting to get into their lift, but how many were allowed to get to the 16 maximum? Again, Max imagined a sum in his mind. What plus 10 equals 16? And Min imagined the sum 16 minus what equals 10. They both thought of the answer 6. Just as 6 people entered the lift, the doors closed and the lift moved up to level 3, where the twins exited the lift and walked over to the cinema. While they were waiting for their movie to start, Max and Min talked about the lifts. Min posed a question for her brother. What if 2 lifts opened at the same time? In lift 1, there are 5 people in it already, and another 7 people enter it. In lift 2, there are 3 people in it already. How many more people would have to get into lift 2 so there are the same number of people in both lifts? While Max thought about this problem for a while, he pulled out from his pocket some paper and a pen. Then he wrote down a number sentence. 3 plus what equals 5 plus 7? Well, Min, he replied, 5 plus 7 equals 12, so 3 plus what equals 12? The answer is 9. 9 more people would have to get into lift 2 to have the same number of people in both lifts. Min looked at these numbers carefully and noticed something. Hey Max, do you notice that when we add 5 and 7, which are odd numbers, we get 12, which is an even number? The same with 3 and 9. 2 odd numbers add to make an even number. Do you think this is a pattern that will always happen? Adding 2 odd numbers will give an even number? The twins tried several more combinations of odd numbers and found this pattern to be true in every case. They added to an even number every time. Let's try some other combinations, Min. Over the next few minutes, until they went into the cinema to see their movie, the twins did try other combinations, and this is what they discovered. To add to their observation that odd plus odd equals even every time. An even number plus an even number equals an even number every time. For example, 6 plus 4 equals 10, or 8 plus 12 equals 20. An even number plus an odd number equals an odd number every time. For example, 6 plus 3 equals 9, or 13 plus 4 equals 17. At home, later that day, the twins looked at their 10 by 10 multiplication grid and made another discovery about odd and even numbers. An odd number multiplied by an odd number equals an odd number every time. For example, 5 times 7 equals 35, or 3 times 9 equals 27. An even number multiplied by an even number equals an even number every time. For example, 4 times 6 equals 24, or 8 times 10 equals 80. Finally, an odd number multiplied by an even number equals an even number every time. For example, 5 times 6 equals 30, or 4 times 9 equals 36. Have a close look at these odd and even number patterns and think about why they work every time. Now you can watch this video again or try the quiz and look at the chart that comes with this video.